Prince Louis could receive Prince Andrew's royal title. Prince Louis could inherit Prince Andrew's title as part of a royal tradition which has been followed for more than a century. The young prince may receive the title, Duke of York, which holds special ties to the late Queen when he marries. While Queen Elizabeth had 13 great-grandchildren, only the 3 Wales children will hold titles of such historical significance. Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis will see a number of changes to their positions over years to come. If Prince Louis decides to marry, he will inherit a historic dukedom. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Similarly, his father Prince William was made the Duke of Cambridge and his uncle Prince Harry was made the Duke of Sussex on his wedding day. According to OK, Louis could receive the title Duke of York, currently held by his great-uncle Prince Andrew. However, the title would not be available to Louis if Andrew was alive when he marries. The Duke of York has traditionally been held by the monarch's second-eldest son. If Prince William was king, and the Duke of York was vacant, Louis would receive that title. The Queen's late grandfather, King George V, and her father, King George VI, were both previously Dukes of York. She was known as Princess Elizabeth of York until her father became king in 1936. Prince Louis could also become the Duke of Cambridge. But, as he is the second in line to hold this title, behind his brother Prince George, it remains unlikely. Louis would only receive the title if his father was king by time he was ready to marry and Prince George had already become the new Prince of Wales. Princess Charlotte will be eligible to become the next Princess Royal when Princess Anne passes away. Prince Louis looks set for a 2-year wait before he is allowed to follow in Princess Charlotte's footsteps, according to GB News' digital royal editor. Svan Anundsen joined GB News' royal correspondent, Cameron Walker, for this week's episode of the Royal Record podcast, to discuss the latest news within the royal family, including Charlotte's surprise appearance at Wimbledon. The pair spoke about the reaction to Prince Louis, 6, being left at home in Windsor whilst his older 2 siblings stepped out to attend major sporting events. Sva said, "One royal child who was not at England's Euro 2024 defeat or Wimbledon was Prince Louis. This has caused quite a stir online, with many calling for justice for Prince Louis. He's still only 6, we have to remember. Charlotte made her first appearance at Wimbledon when she was 8, so he's got to wait a couple more years." But Kate did say last year when George and Charlotte went to Wimbledon without Louis, that he was very upset about it. Many jokes and memes were circulating on social media, showing a playful Prince Louis being left to his own devices at home whilst his older siblings were treated to days out by their parents. Louis first gained a reputation for pulling cheeky faces and being playful during the Platinum Jubilee in 2022, when he was just 4 years old. Cameron continued, "We did get a lovely photograph taken by the Princess of Wales on the Sunday evening of when George and William were in Berlin for the Euros final, but what was lovely was seeing Prince Louis with his big sister, Princess Charlotte, and the Princess of Wales in their private grounds in Adelaide Cottage, we believe, and watching the England game. They were wearing matching shirts with their names and numbers on the back, their numbers being their ages, so 9 for Charlotte and 6 for Louis, taken by the Princess of Wales. So he got some of the action, but he wasn't perhaps in public." Sva joked, "It was still a disappointment for him, because he didn't get to go to Wimbledon and we lost the final." The royal correspondent added, "He's still very young though. I'm sure there's time and maybe he'll be in the royal box on the time if England's lucky enough to one day win a World Cup or a Euros."